Aberdeen, a city at the forefront of our strength in energy and at the heart of our nation's transition to net zero. Scotland's economy has many strengths, but when it comes to energy, we are truly a global powerhouse. With our plentiful resources of renewable energy, with our expertise in oil and gas, and the potential to be a world leader in emerging technologies like hydrogen and carbon capture, Scotland is well placed to provide much of Europe with access to clean energy. The transition to net zero is a tremendous opportunity for Scotland, but it is also a considerable challenge, no more so than here in the city of Aberdeen. The city faces an economic challenge on the scale faced by towns and cities across Scotland in the deindustrialisation of the 1980s. Many of those communities still bear the scars of poorly planned structural changes to our economy. But there is one crucial difference to the challenge the North East faces today and that faced by communities in the 1980s. Although there is still an uncaring Tory government at Westminster, just like there was in the 1980s. Today, however, there is an SNP government on Scotland's side who will do everything in our power to support the North East of Scotland. Aberdeen's economy, like Scotland's, must transition from its reliance on oil and gas. But it has to be a just transition, one that takes our people, communities and businesses with us. That's why we're supporting that transition with an investment in this region of £500 million over the next decade, securing jobs and investment and ensuring Aberdeen's place as a powerhouse of green energy expertise. Conference, since oil was discovered off Scotland's shores in the 1970s, the Treasury has raked in more than £300 billion in tax revenues. Next year is set to see the highest oil revenues on record. So it stands to reason that the UK should also be joining us in supporting Aberdeen. Not least that in their time of need, the UK government turned to the North Sea for a windfall tax. But at every step along the way, they have refused to match our just transition funding, just like they refused to back Scotland's carbon capture cluster. Conference, the UK government are only interested in Scotland when there is money to be made, not when there are jobs to be saved.